ye mwenyini yakola action.
Naga please lekera.
Ye mwenyini. Nakola basatu. Kubanga nze family planning sibadde nga mbigenda.
Lindako. Had he not done that single chaza?
Kati nandibadde nga na Owolubuto. Ekyo kubanga my baby is already 2 years.
That's a big period.
I was like, that would be enough. Already my ovaries. Era kati ovaries zibeerawo naye the shoes.
Nabana yakisa. Your eggs are so fertile.
Very fertile. Ziri.
Kukanga mukazi boti ngolirubu.
Tesaga.
Done that like a man. Does he still salute?
Salute very well, and actually even salutes more and better because now he knows we are free anytime, any day, anywhere.
Is it with a black blades?
Omanyi kati eri ebera ne semen ne sperm. So what they do is just to cut so that the sperm does not do what? Go. Yes. Eri later, that fertilizes the eggs. Yes. Kati sperm tezikola chi tezigenda naye semen still ebera amazzi
but ziri active to fertilize.
Exactly.
Ziba zifudde
zibera eri ne zifa over time.
But he still stands, he does the work normally.
Everything ate wano kati mumanya mulya every course buli wantu buli tewali buli
I should go for that
tewali biri embyambu kati are you in your safe days kati oba kati tubere
you said the side spooning a woman riding
those are mainly even Doggie. Even Doggie. Because remember your Doggie hands and knees one era avako you have back relief, so even Doggie here to share the truth about motherhood. Yo inayo bameka
abana
ngagamba ba mama baby mamas
the baby mamas who should be naye for the kids omusajja tayogera abana
oyogera nange otherwise at the end there olaba ebizibu etufuna
olaba oyinza okwogera abaana boolina omukazi n'avayo n'agamba oyo mwana si toddamu mubalira mu baana
kati at least God forbid naye olunaku lwe lujja ng'ofudde at least buli kintu kiri steady everything not to reach that day oli n'avaayo ono n'avaayo kati ono main abadde alonza she's the only one n'abaana
nedda kati olaba oyinza n'okufa ng'olina bubadde tomanyi oba n'oyogoma nina abaana babiri then nagamba ayinze wanneerabira
Auntie, that is why the reason you need to talk now when you're still alive. Obyogere byonna.
Abaana tubaleke. Hi Dora.
How are you?
You good?
I'm good. Glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
Such a long time.
Long time? Just way back from charity football. You used to bring to unite artists, Baseleb, nga bajja. Nga tubera okabira country club.
Netukuba omupiira.
But mom, what happened?
It was such a good event. I used to feel so fulfilled. Kubanga, even the celebrities who used to come, they'll say, Dora, this is it. You know, we spend the whole year nga tuli mu dongo tukola bichi, but this is one event that has brought us. But at the background, it was breaking me. It was breaking me. It wasn't easy because I was doing it solo. And then I would have to look, such events, you have to look for sponsors, for jerseys, for what, easy. All those things are not easy. And I've always had this vision from the time I was young to support mothers. Then ogenda mu company n'obagamba, okay, ninayo this kind of event, mbadde nsabayo this amount of money. So what is it in for us? This is a vision that I have. We are bettering, care for the mothers. We are looking at supporting their newborns, which but it was like, so I would go into my own expense. Let me get into business. I'm a believer. So I believe that God will bless the works of my businesses. At katikimwezo sente zenfuna. Njako.
ojja kukiddamu.
Nja kukiddamu.
Okay, because by that time twali tusonanga butukutuku obuli bw'abamaama.
Ab'abamaama.
Abali mu byalo eyo nga tebasobola kutuuka ku malwaliro.
Kituufu.
I remember.
Mama Pots.
Mama Pots, yeah.
Yes.
I remember.
I will be back. You know, there are those, kubanga, even from the very beginning, Miss Uganda, I had my first initiative was to raise funds for incubators in less privileged hospitals. Yeah. That is number one. Chichali kumutima. Number two is those Mama Pots.
What are raisins?
Neda mukwano. And I am not ashamed to say it. This is why I'm nange. It has been evolving.
No, it's not a shame.
I dream big. But then, of course, reality was like, they cost money, even the Mama Pots, they cost money. Yeah. Now it is better to try than
at least for the Mama Pots twasonda yoko
naye tezawera.
But for the incubators tetwatawana.
Ayo temwampuliriza nakumpuliriza. ono yakayingira Miss Uganda muto nga mundaba muto. Remember I was like what 18 19 and I was an emugamba this
incubators bakubuza.
Wali
Miss Uganda which year?
2008. Yeah.
Mama atandika gundi. Mama galawo the era ya
Sylvia.
Yes, Sylvia.
I was kubanga before me was Monica Kasiate. Kati twali ne Joyce Church. Wali wa manager after Sylvia. Joyce Church before now. Brenda.
Kati wali makati yao.
Makati yao. Ngamba Hustler Queens.
Mwali there were two.
Monica.
2 episodes.
No, actually it was Monica, me, then wali one Maria.
3 episodes. Then involving Aneda Kugundi, Brenda.
Brenda.
But how kudo you? Why? At least muba Miss Uganda. Tusolo to location. No, to location tukusanga. No. And you're doing a great job by the way.
Thank you.
Yes, at least the incubators are gone, but still oli mulaine.
Naye nkugambya kiri ku mutima. I will get back to it. The journey has been long kubanga nange nayingira mu kubeera mama myself. So the journey has been long. Now I really understand what we need, and I highly advocate for better maternal care.
Okay, something has clicked my mind. Before we go to the mama's maternity, the way they supposed to live their life during pregnancy, towards giving birth, nutrition, positions and everything. What's the essence or what's the urgency or a man to declare abana bazadde?
What's the instance?
Over the agents. Ogeze no chiyogera ko waligo gambana nga basajja mudeclaringa abana before.
Omanyi omwana is legacy. Even you here, you are living a legacy of thousands years back. Kati, where do you get your foundation? You need to know.
Ati nze tata mbamba manyi jemba zadde. Newo ngamba nti inveyombo ogere mu main house.
Ovayo oyogera kati oli atali wo at least omukyala ajja kujja n'agamba mukwano. Oyogera nnyo oyo omwana naye si wo.
Ola
Nenda toswala. No, kisi kuswala. Nga wachi kuswala. You are living the truth. It happens. Toja kubeera wakusooka. But at least wali woonofiira buli muntu. Omanyi baana nyina bano. But don't you see the chaos that happens when someone dies? Omwana n'avaayo, oli n'avaayo, ate ono n'avaayo.
But no, nze tata mbamba manyi. Abaana bange. So there's no need.
Ate kati abaana kubeera kukumanya.
Abaana okwemanya.
Kukumanya gwe.
No, abaana mba ngeneyo nembalaba. Mbamba manyi kati z'okuvaayo mboogere ewa main yebeera main chick.
Oli abeera boss main.
Ye main wife.
Nakyo kisinziira wabafuna nga tonaba kubeera naye oba wabafuna ng'oli naye kubanga oli nakyo kibeeramu.
Whatsoever case. Or before or after?
Before olaba like what me and my husband we have this thing of whatever you did before the marriage,
it's up to you.
Yes, because then we didn't do vows, tetwagamba simanya tulega forever bichi.
So totunulya nkoko kyeri.
Anything that he did before getting married to me, I have no stand kugamba naye wachi. Those are his mistakes that he did. Same to me. But now, on that day, we twagamba kati now forever, 9th of December, I have a right. Anything that he does,
after the vows,
sabula, I have all the rights. Ate vice versa. Yes.
Now let me tell you, things mess up in life. People things mess up. Sometimes they don't mess up for bad. Kubanga omwana gwenza denga already vows tumazo zigira.
Naye, how does it get to you messing up? Nedda, we are all mature, we have brains, we have the power of choice. Like today you chose to come and see me. Yes. That's a choice. Yeah? And before even you thought about, you calculated. So simbo oba wadengo tamla kangene naba so not today lighting bichi perfect broadcast mics. That means you chose. So it's the same thing. Noyo mukazi wogenda noyenda baga bakuyenda wogenda noyenda obera no calculating no gamba kati ngina kumusangazi no sawa otuse. Those are all steps towards which you can then that you don't just fall there.
No, you can spend a week or planning a mistake, not knowing you're going to call it a mistake. I've done a mistake. No. Let's. You can plan a mistake.
No, you can't plan a mistake. Now, what was the mistakes that happen and you learn out of your but there was that mistake where your conscious mind keeps on telling you, nah, but you yourself, you said, Neta comes in last time. You keep on.
Now that's where the problem comes.
You keep on.
The way you people gamantino tutandika okubeera fenna, I don't listen to your mistakes wakola before. But after, ezo mistakes is counting.
Okay.
So chekiretera.
So tugambe nga omuntu yali mwenzi, yali nga ayagala nnyo ba girl chicks, then ended up marrying you and saying now ngenda kubeera naawe mbirese. Naye at the back of your mind ng'omukyala omanyi naye ono yali player. Kati now.
So you don't believe when the people move on?
Now, okay, with that, there is also action. There's also action. Because I can't say even my husband, he was faithful during his dating times, no? But action speaks louder. Now that I am with you, naenga simu ojiteka ko password simanyi password. Simu weringinga no imirira no gena no yogereri no komao then afterwards. Then okomao sawa
mukanga. You're supposed to know my password.
Oh yes. For what?
You want to steal my...
when two become one, that means we are one in everything. One
so
in
you don't have a password in your phone?
I don't have a password. Now, actually, I have a password, but because of my kids. But my husband knows my password.
Really?
Yes. When two become one, it means you are one, like me, you, like we're literally equal.
You see, those conditions,
see conditions, mukwano. It is what it's supposed to be. It is no. See conditions. They're not all our katogame conditions that you take out. It's not like natural ne husband ne mukati. We see this and this and this. Chivakugwe. It's not conditions. It's you.
Mwenza kuba Yesinga munyumyambo nyumyawo no yogere ebigambo nagamba mpedde. So ozitaddewo indirectly.
No. You see, a man can never be threatened by a woman he really wants to be with. He cannot be threatened with me, with my principles. Yeah? You cannot be threatened.
African women. You guys are not a joke.
It's not about being a joke. You see, it is, you first know who you are, and then who you want to be with, because that person is there to complement you, not to complete you. That is the problem.
I may compliment you, but for you
we are supposed to compliment. No, No. You see, when you leave the power to a man or a woman to complete you, it is hard because that person is a human being. That is the problem. Obera na your mindset of like, oh no, ayagena kuchimaliriza, oh no, ayagena, he's the one where I'm going to draw my happiness from. You're going to get depressed. You're going to be stressed. You're going to cut now. That is now the anxiety. Oh, I am coming. No. But if I know that he is there to compliment me and I'm there to compliment him as well.
You don't mind about
cut. You don't mind because you know we feed into each other. Tasobala kukola ensobi on me. Kubanga amanya wakola ensobi on me. It's like as if he's hurting himself.
True. But some women don't see it like that. They put up that pressure. To an extent, nti omusajja atuuka ekiseera n'agamba naye omanyi, let me get
someone on the side with my common peace.
Yes. N'abeereyo. And that common peace person yavaamu ne bazaala omwana. Mu kuzaala omwana oba otya okumwanjula mu maka, you don't know what's going to happen ng'oyogedde. But jjukira oyo omwana alina okumanya baana banne oba omulete in the house akole ne banne, but you can't because of the behavior. Jukira wangamba nti byokoze nga tumaze wano saagala kumanya. So that's why men keep on hiding abaana ne babaleetera nga bafudde.
Now this goes out to now my fellow women, because when you force love, that is now the problem. Oh gamba manange, now I'm coming to 30. Oh, let me just settle with him. Let me just, and then you force. Nyagala on, you need to marry me. You need to do this. It has to be a big wedding. It has to be. Now you're forcing because you want to show, you want to tell everyone, hey, now I'm married. Deep down, you know that this person has issues. Deep down, or many his weaknesses, but you want to force, you want to show, I have been with this person. He has to marry me. He has to be. Deep down. So in the end, what will this man do? Marry you for the sake of yes. No,
and these days girls get married because they are friends.
But you see, that is now settling for less because you haven't known yourself first. Because if you know yourself first, no gamba, for me, I do not settle for this. For me, I do not. So that means that you will look out for the man, not for you to try and complete. You remember? Because you are gamba, okay, I'll make him be faithful to me. Njakumufumbira, njakumukola chi, njakukola obuyongo byonna the spice, njakubera spicing from down to even that area. Making a shot bona obuloze River Nile, Maction Falls.
For you don't Maction Falls, you don't Maction Falls.
Nanti kati, now you're trying to make sure that is it, to impress this person.
Okay.
And yet you're not doing it for you. You're doing it too. But you see, these are things that wear off. Now I've been married, coming now to 13 years. 13 years.
How long did you go?
We did three years.
Courtship.
3 years of knowing each other.
Oh, so you married your friend?
I married. That is my BFF for life.
Oh, best friend for life. So these people who rush in,
Nenda, you can even rush in, but rush in right. Sidi wano kugamba mbo munange, you have to take as long as I did. And even during that time of getting to know each other, we were a mess, because we were friends first, then again, gamba kati, really, how is this going to turn into like a marriage? We messed up here and there, those things.
So during courtship, you didn't do ding ding dong.
The jingle bells were belling. Now,
I thought we were going to tell me no until we got married.
Redeemed, I am redeemed.
Okay, so that was a by the way story. Now, anyway, ladies, just please give guys freedom. Wabazadde bwe omwana leka amulete temubateekako pressure.
Naye oyinza kusanga nga kati oli ate baby mama yayinako pressure. Ngagamba kati otwala mwana wange in another home agenda kumutuula
kakyalireko then addeyo.
No, but you see, if you're open,
they were single to take operation.
Omanye there's this thing of stepmother, so but let me tell you, co-parenting is possible. If both of you have healed and move on, co-parenting ejanga, waliwo one who's still bitter. One who's still saying na ye, but if you're both moved on, because we have to acknowledge that you might have a child with someone, they are a good, father, but they are not a good husband. They are not a good man to you, and you have to be okay with that. Not kubera I have to. Oh no, I had the child with him. Those are the things that they'll be there. But then you might find that, yes, he'll be a good father. He will come, provide and everything. But to you, something is missing. So, and then yet you'll be happy with someone else who will take over your child. And also you can co-parent. Co-parenting, better maturity.
Because these days
it's not for small babies.
Internet bade kote fire over Doggie about just and prima the Umbolia Twala and internet kwata fire. Cooperating achara chiro mwekwatirira what and everything. That's been a
one
topic.
Thing I never be on people's whatever.
No. This cooperating thing nga tutunulide beyond them. Ye mabega bintu bikwata fire kugamba otwalayo omwana kuki
see, that's why I say
kwata bintu biteke ku message bisindikira omuntu abimutwalire
shopping voucher tusasula ku supermarket agenda picking ebintu
onali in action mu maka sawa zino abakubuuza abaana batwalayo kuki noli omukazi yafumira omusajja amubuuza abaana bamutwala kuki mubateke ku board batwala
no manya ekyo kivaawa because the person ali takutrustinga kiva kubanga twali trust issue. Because if I trust you, actually not even before that, Wengagwe, the one who's now, the father, and you have to do this co-parent, you yourself, oja take away embera, which safeguards, which makes your woman not have the trust issue. You yourself, oja kugamba, okay, oh no, I'm co-parenting. I had a baby with this woman. You yourself, you will put those barricades, barriers, boundaries, so that your woman at home doesn't have that. But if you don't put those, she will not trust you. Kubanga nawe, maybe now you're using that as an excuse. Odeyo ogamba ovude was nanga omwana yabadde mulwadde kati that's why nabadde naye mundu nene mpitirayo. Okitegeera. Nawe no take away embeera that the woman is like
no yitirayo.
Okitegeera. So, but if you yourself you say, okay, we are co-parenting, obo nkubira zino sawa kubanga I'm going to be home with my family, obo oyagala anything, these are the channels for you
call
to
me
get.
Directly, let me talk on buli omwa awulira.
Buli omwa awulira biki omwana ali mulwadde ate tonsindigira ka picture yonyo bikini omwana mwali mulwadde mu
one of getting money very fast. Look at your son. Your son is sick. That's a swift way of getting money.
Oh, here. Your son is sick. The boobs are the one.
It's a swift way of getting money from the baby daddy.
From the baby daddy.
Agamba, omwana mulwadde, let me come. Anyway. Anyway,
no, but I mean, really, it takes maturity.
It takes maturity.
It takes maturity.
And very few go into that maturity part.
That's true.
At the end, you have a fracas every time.
That's true.
Baby mama bana. Anyway, so Dora, so what are we looking at here?
Here.
I'm seeing the
beds, bottles, washes,
what and everything. And you've been into motherhood, nurturing,
yes.
And everything from the start.
Educating.
Because the charity football we used to do, yali agenda kuba mama. When you were Miss Uganda Gund, your project was
for the mothers.
The
That's
mothers
true.
and the toddlers. So. And I'm seeing as if we have a
whole, it's like a room.
It's like a whole room full of
baby
powder, bottles, beds,
that's true.
Pampers, mama n'omwana yenkana
eyo pampa ya mama after birth.
Let me see. I thought
you need to know these things. Watch out here. Omanya, one of the hugest the issue I have is today's men. Chamagala kumanya these things. I don't know, but my wife changed. My wife, I don't know what happened to her. I don't as if it's a taboo to touch. No, your mom after birth wali kujipadinga. Gone are the days of cotton and gauze. Era one of my missions through Wow Mom, what I'm doing is to bring modern things. Baby, to perform 19 to cotton and gauze, and you'll find even the cotton that nowadays see good cotton quality, and you're putting that in your private wakazala, So these are modern.
Okay.
Yeah, pads for healing.
It's
a pad kati noyambala oko kalinganga ka short ka mesh akai breathable. Very comfortable. Wano no wetolola no kubako dance after bath, no spills. Nayo sange no cotton and go chitese wali when you do like this inside the week. So here where you are is my education room. The education room wano Wow Mom. Kati wano parents come in netubayitiramu how to shower baby, the right sleeping position.
Moms who don't know how to shower baby.
Yes, first time moms. Ngolaba like, okay, maybe taina your mama, maybe the aunties are far. But even that knowledge where you just want someone who is not so many times we are in families where they are there, but they are not there for you. It's so much judgmental.
Man, this era where girls give birth to moms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Omwana bera ngatana ali mwana kyokka n'omwana gwe yazala like ngali mu 28 yawo. Ano omwana gwazadde naye azadde. Tamanyi byakugamba mwana oli.
Exactly. There is that. There is also where Toina, Mama Otaliwo, aunties very busy, you have gone through this journey alone. Kati wetaga yo someone to educate you.
Bakojja auntie twenkana
emyaka. Kati naye nakugamba mukwano. Nange simanyi. Oba osanga that even if you have your mom, naye agamba nange fe twalinga tukozesa the bed sheets as nappies.
Yes.
Cloth nappies. Nakugamba mukwano. Sibimanyi be nowadays. So you find parents and moms who want to come and learn, So wano tubayigiriza how to sleep, baby to sleep. Kubanga there are also some things that our mothers used to do. They used to do them because they are not informed.
Yeah.
Go, for example, let's say a baby sleeping on the tummy.
A baby?
Newborn. Okwegatta.
Nga omuwuzise boti. It's not allowed.
It's not a safe sleeping position.
No, I've seen babies buli omu nga abebasa bwati.
Babebasa wocho because they believe baby sleeps longer. And yes, the baby sleeps longer kubanga waliyo compression on the tummy, but it's not safe. If you look at evidence-based means studies that have been made and they say, wano twalinga tuchikola, but now we should not be doing it because of the outcomes. Kati osanga that when a baby is sleeping on that tummy, ayebakira airwave. And also some babies, especially bana nowadays, obusanga nga balina neck, bali very strong on the neck. Kati omwana omwebasa woti, then nakola woti na suffocating. Shtegera. Because their necks are not very strong, or they don't have that sense of saying, okay, now if I'm turning from this side to this other side, so you might find a turning kati na turning where
suffocating. Yes. No shoes are by the way, I didn't know that. Very many people abana bebasa babebasiza ku lubuto.
Kubanga ayebaka long periods of time because of that compression on the tummy.
Now, what are the right positions?
The right position is sleeping on the back and then the head on the sides.
making sure to move support omuntu okukyusa ne gubira bwe.
Kubanga even on sleeping on that back is a reflex zawe, you're giving them room to reflex. Naye osanga on the stomach omwana taina ezo reflex. Taina ezo, movement reflex ezo.
Mani manyi weyebaka bwati kimwangwira ne wabaza okugezako okwavula.
Okwavula ekyo era kibeera tummy time obeera specific times in the day ngali awake.
So
n'omuteeka on the tummy ne muyamba ate different stages of newborn. Simbo oba from the first day n'omwebasa on the tummy for long hours mbu tummy time no. Ebeera a few minutes watch as they grow. Era tubeera ne classes, newborn care, how to shower a baby. Omanyi from day one you're not supposed to shower the baby. N'omuyingiza ddala mu mazzi wooti. It's not recommended until the cord goes off. It can take a week to even 2 weeks. Kati wano omusimula
just wiping.
You just wipe. Ate na wale n'otandikira okumunaaza. It's not every day. Bino bradi twalinga tukola kumacha lunchtime. No, that's why olaba like some babies have like skin issues. Obera wongo munaza teno munaza nebi chemicals, all these things. Nyagala mwana to smell good bichi. No olaba kati omwana ina skin issues. Kubanga from birth. Olaba ojukira bino ebintu twali bali nga bagamba mbu bino ebintu bya white omwana be bamuzalira ko mbu simanya the parents were busy
yes
ding dong bells were ringing ati kubanga oli omwana abeera mu mazzi ate mweyo mazzi muli mu sack kati now bituka yo how you think about it, when do they reach there? Kati bachita vernix ebeera the first coating that the baby has chiringanga lotion yokusooka y'omwana emuyambako ku regulating a temperature. Then that smell as well. Remember kati ono mwana is in a new world.
It's the first membrane emubeerako.
The first coating emubeerako kati emuyamba n'oku adjusting to now the world. Kubanga eno world gyalimu nawoze ina perfume bichi so emuyambako ku adjusting.
So obwo obuntu babuyibukako tekitegeeza nti nno ebintu bikibi
kati tubujjeko actually you are supposed to even rub it in. That's why even after birth one we rub it in, we don't wash it off again ne soaking in the skin.
Kakati tusoke tudde wali mu kunaaza abaana ogaye ng'omwana oba akamuzaala the first week
first, as long as amukokode chali tomuyingiza mu mazzi
tomuteka mu mazzi
kubanga kokalira katwala time okuhealinga. Remember tekali supposed kubeera na mazzi, it needs to be dry for it to go off. Kati wali obeera ng'omunaaza ng'omuyingiza ku mazzi ebeera sogish netakala netwala time ate now no infections nebeera prone to infections.
Kavako kokka era tokasika tokakola ki kavako kokka. Ebintu bya parenting si bya bakazi bokka n'abasajja muteekeddwa okutegeera.
Era munnange
sajja oba olabe this interview ne muzaala omwana ate binyonnyola omukazi omugamba owaayi omwana yakazaalibwa tomunaaza.
Era that's why mbeera ne campaign eno ku whatever to call the fathers. Even recently we had a Wow Dad event. I was shocked, so many dads were here. That they are yearning to learn.
Bazaala abaana nga buli omwana alina okwenyigiramu.
They are learning to learn about these things. So it's not only for the kubanga ojjukira omukyala ono yakazaala, she's hormone, imbalance. Maybe you're just you and her. At least omanyiko what to do, what not to do.
So ogambi wamala that 1 week, then okutandika okumunaaza tolina munaaza on a daily.
Not on a daily also. Munanga okunaaza newborn, especially for a new mother, it is a lot of work. Nze simanyi actually I used to do this before. Nangamba banange. This motherhood thing is too. Go, your back is paining. Wakazala. You're there, bakugambye. You need to watch the baby all the time. But knowledge is really powerful. Kubanga, when I got to know these things, I was like, hey. Postpartum can be so beautiful. So just wiping the baby. Wolabanga, it's too hot, depending on the weather. Just wiping the baby, and then once in a while, ngawale ina aman. You shower the baby. Kumanga simbo baby agenda kulima mboba abade mudasi ya Kampala.
Awa gundi ejude mfufu. Olabo olongo sakameza right now after 2 hours noka kwatanga kulika.
Noka whateveringa. Kati that means now we're gonna cool showeringa 5 times in a day. Kumanga mfufu.
Okay.
So baby just needs to be cleaned. Yes, you change the clothes, the what, whatever. That's fine. Now wale kunaza like every day. It's not necessary.
So in a week or yuza munaza mwimirundi ngeme.
Like 2 to 3 times chili okay.
In a week.
In a week.
Hey. Tumenyekera boyire.
Kubanga omanyi nebino ebi. Okay, you see those products. Simboba people wagira nnyo ebi washes. Ebi washes, I always say omwana skin ye wegenda netafeninga nga kati ali awo 3 months and above, then you can start using them. Kubanga some of these washes, they have a lot of scent. Kati your scent eyo ebera so strong eleta bagita stress anxiety ku mwana. Kubanga mwana ali, when they come into this world, they want to smell you. Nga mama. You have that scent. Netata naye. You have that scent. Kati bino nawe no genda no naba no take a perfume bichi. Osanga mwana you're trying to breastfeed. Oh mama baby tayagala ku avera nga avako.
Kalina scent ya mama.
Ali confused agamba kati mama.
Beba abana abala babatata babwe ne bakaba. Owunyabula atakutegeera. Omwana ngogero kulaba aliso into omukozi wa mukwata asiri.
Ainaka natural scent.
You get it? Yeyo je asika gwe mama oli kubipa. No, you're right. Mwana ngamba munenzo mwana yanjagala yansubira singa kwagala mukozi. Kati nkitegedde.
Ezo senses era we discourage them. Ngomwana chali newborn. Let them feel your natural scent. Kati simbo oba kati ogena kusmellinga kati nange Dora yagambye we smell like anyhow. No, what you want natural soaps zosobala ko.
So kwata dio ne weyisako.
Ka what you want natural dio nga tezili strong zino zili namu chemicals. Olaba, that's why even during pregnancy, if you look at this journey during pregnancy, why do you think that most women hate perfumes? Even why? Because the body is protecting you. What your ingredients says or your perfume that the body says it's not safe for us, especially first trimester. It is the same mechanic after kubanga omwana ono ali wired to smell a mother. A natural scent.
Omwana avudde mu lubuto awulira mama. Atuse ku nsaga naye nno mama tsibunga mpulira munda.
Nga mpulira munda, the voice and everything. Olaba, that's why even after birth, your skin to skin is very, very essential. Baby nabera on your skin. Simbo oba omwambaziza already nate skin to skin. Your skin, baby skin for 1 hour, which most facilities actually don't do.
Okay.
But it is there, evidence, mobitable, it is there. It has a lot of benefit. Oyo mwana oyo womuteka ku skin woot, abera nga awulira heartbeat ya mama. The heartbeat that this baby has been hearing all these 9 months. Kati imagine, baby is used to that heartbeat immediately after birth. No mutwala, no muteke eri kubanga for you. Oyagala kukola mangu ogende waka shift yo ewedde. Ono mwana natandika okukaaba akabira ki? Tawulira the heartbeat of the mother. No sanga omwana, a mother is saying, oh mwana wange, ali very restless, ali very fussy, yalinga akaba from the first day. Omwana abadde ku skin to skin for that 1 hour, rarely are they fussy. Era obasanga bakaba mukati because that's their way of communicating. No muyonsa, neyebaka. No changing a diaper, neyebaka. The body very predictable, like omanyi, wakaba, there's something wrong with my baby because my baby is calm because of that skin to skin.
Yeah. Because we're going to go back wano kuba mama engeri gye balina okuyisaamu nga bali bali lubuto towards ndoza tutandika ku myezi 6 paka ogenda okuzaala. But waliwo a concern ya abawala the moms okubanga they no longer want to breastfeed. I had an interview, a small interview with Gashumba recently. Nagamba y'omwana wo n'omuto yakyogera mu camera. Nagamba ayina mama we ayina omuyonsa for 2 years. Nagamba ebyo by'abawala bibagamba buno simanyi bava
amabere gagenda kugwa bichi
simanyi ebbere lyange omwami ali misinga kuba yagamba ebyo muwoza mbu abasajja bamisinga amabere gamwe.
Soldiers have to stand
shoot, and
shoot.
So that the men can bajjako abaana abasajja bayonke. So okuyonsa omwana awo.
Kankugambe, one thing that we are losing out, and it's so sad, and the truth is I used to be that woman. No, nga simba obasagala yonsa, nga I have those beliefs of when you're sanyo, and then, you know, but over the years, I have got to undo that because ndabye how it's affecting our generation. And also
not breastfeeding affects the generation.
Oh, because I mean, this breastfeeding has so many nutrients, so many antibodies. Okay, now you can't blame these women because who is talking? Who is advocating for breastfeeding? Era government whatever
breastfeeding week,
you know, breastfeeding week. But let's get on ground and we emphasize this. Abasawo. Do you know how many clinics and hospitals or ina omusawo ina formula wali? Mwana wakabaka, mwana muwe formula nakatunda. Let's get to the reality of it. Hospitalist bakuwandikiraho formula milk bottles. Why? You're already setting up this mother for failure. Now also when we go back,
facilities if
our facilities were strong enough and said no formula unless necessary, kubanga waliwo those incidences, maybe tugambe you know, the mother has passed on, maybe tugambe, you know, murade or what. But even before we get to formula, do you know why milk donation? A mother, waliwo mama awela nga supply nga aina oversupply of milk. Kubanga Katonda, there's a reason why Katonda teyawa each one of us chekana. So that you are able to support the other one.
What do you mean the donation of milk?
Yes. We do all about like in Zambia. Zambia has milk donation bank.
From natural
from one mother. Na donating
is sichi bintu bana banu yosa mataga mama
kati mukwano if it's normal for blood to donate blood, why not milk? Yet it has a lot of benefits.
But donating amabere.
Yes. Olia ina a lot of supply, but you see now that is not to give you a full picture. Those are the things on ground. The way we do blood, netugamba, because any emergency can come. That is also the emergency we should be looking at when it comes to milk. What about netukola your breastfeeding week? Netugamba every tutesewo centers abaina amata amanji muje tuina pumps tuina storage bags come and donate. That is being intentional.
Abaina amata amanji taba maleto. You know ina cows zimaleto ziba na amata amanji.
Kati era ngwe tumulaba ngo wocho. Abela very precious. Ero yo mama ali suppose, you know, the community o mama wabela nga ina amata amanji. Community should really take care of her because she's supporting other babies. Or many there are babies who actually pass on because of formula milk. Because actually when you go back history, what does history show us? Europe, all these kingdoms, they used to come and ship breastfeeding women from Africa. You go do a little bit of history. Because history tells us. But we have been weakened as African women. Formula.
We have been
formula.
Bagala yonsa basajja. Those
it's not a
anti agamba omwana waalemerako biki by'amabere ne gabeeramu omusajja tajja kuyonka.
Kati now you see that's why education is key for both. Kubanga omusajja naye wakitegeera kino ajja kulaba other ways of enjoying even though elimu
for 2 years.
Let me advocate for the man as well.
2 years kinene.
Okay, tusobola kugamba oti mama ayonseza kubanga era when the breasts are empty without milk tekajja kuya, then the man can enjoy ngagaweddemu kubanga era waga milk tegabeeramu 24/7 era waliwo nga eyo supply oyonseza mwana oba you have pumped ngabeeramu empty. Go ahead, feed big baby.
Gagwamu emisana sawa nga musavu nga ndi ku mulimu nga I run back then go back.
Chiberamu teamwork. Chiberamu understanding, mutual understanding.
I believe when you're resting, your body and relaxing, that's when we're regenerating. It's a full time peko.
Anti katiyo chetaga mu patience from the man.
That's why I'm saying 2 years.
After naga nayonsa omwana kati awo ne big baby can play.
You can play, yes, but kati ekisinga obukulu mu byonna. This kuba bayinza olienzo gamba tugamba tuyonse efe twagala, what's the good causes oli omwana okubanga ayonse ekimala, and what's ekimala? Is 2 years okay, 1 year
it's
okay?
It's 2 years. Okay, minimum is 6 months. Okay, at
minimum,
the end of the minimum
6 months.
At the end of the day, a woman has a right of choice because I'm an advocate for women's choice. Okay, we have a right of choice, but then also get to know what you're choosing.
Good.
Okay, get to know what you're choosing. That is where education and empowerment as women, Romani, to know this thing of empowerment. I am empowered as a woman. Empowerment can kugambe. I have reached a stage where I'm saying too much of everything is bad. Too much of us being empowered as a woman. To the very, yes, I love it, but it has made us also make some choices
wrong choices. Do you know that empowerment ebatusiza to some women be empowering abawala obutambala nikas? That's wrong empowerment. Nibatambula mu kibuga nga bali bute. You know that
bali free whatever.
Yes. That too much empowerment is at the bizibu bingi.
Naye kati free nikas ochinako buzibu wachi. Owa freedom of the nikas.
Abazikola bali ewa abana babe tebasome.
Eriwa. Abazikola. Naye why do you want to also congest that area? Omanye eyo kujicongestinga nayo UTIs zeturesere obuzibu.
At night you're free.
Nosanga omukyala ayambadde kanika. Natekaho mother's union, natekaho kabaika, natekaho leggings, kati ngaho infections wachitezikulu. Naye munange ete wali wabacha. Notekaho nepeti nerabide nepeti nayo nojiteka.
There's no company making petis. Tekyali yeyo. But osanga omwana nga ayambadde akantu we kati kali transparent nga munda ali good. No but I don't know. So what is yali kucha ogambye too much of empowerment. So mugenda kukola mutyo kulaba nti these days naddala abawala the first time mamas abakazaala bate baagala kuyonsa.
Okay.
And remember kati right now ati generation tulimu abasinga abawala azaala omwana omu n'agamba nze nadde ebyokuzaala mbivuddeko. Birth,
our institutes. It goes back to our institutes. You see, if we are genuinely and we are intentional of seeing this mother succeed, because a woman who is empowered, now that is where empowered comes from, whereabout she knows her role. She knows the benefits of, the breast milk, how it's going to help the baby, okurara, the skin, intelligence, all that. If she knows, and we are not talking about suffering, because all our chinechintu or mama omulala who was not empowered well, who was not supported well, aja kugamba banange obosobola formula kola formula. For me, I had nipples zanuma, I this engorged. But you see all that, there is support. There is support for it. It's because we are also not supported. Ozala, everyone tells you, you're someone, you have never breastfed before. tosobola kubanenya munange because even our community is not supportive. Yonso omwana omukwase bubi, but you never told me. This is the first time I'm breastfeeding this baby, and I'm looking back to even my own story. 19 years, I was expected to breastfeed. How? Everyone says breast milk is good. Okay, I trust. Okay, breast milk is good. Of course, I want the best for my baby. But how? Nowadays, when I was managing Denan, and I was running the brand, I noticed one thing. So many moms would come for formula milk 1 month and a half. In your circles of mothers, you just ask them, ask them, when did they think of giving baby formula? Or jakusanga around 4 weeks to 6 weeks out. And the education is not there that what happens during that time, the baby is going through a growth spurt, are demanding for more milk. So during that time, what happens? Baby abera nyo kumabere. Every other 30 minutes, 40 minutes, ayagala kunyonga. Kati mama tamanyi that the baby is just going through a growth spurt. Alonza, I don't think I have enough milk. I don't think I have enough milk. But think about it. Your body has conceived. It has carried. It has birthed. Will it come and fail you at breastfeeding that baby?
True that. Enako zonabana abamama bayiri banyo nti mu myezi ebiri alina okubanga zeeyo
kati ebyo byonna it's a cocktail of things that we need to really undo kubanga that is reality. By 2 weeks, 2 months, actually 1 month atandise kulonza ha nitaga kugenda kukola ngenda if I don't go back to work baja kuleta someone else. And I mean
ukitegera omulimu already ogenda okuzala nga omulimu because I know a radio station bofuna Owolubuto omulimu gotogusanga immediately kasitogenda ku maternity leave.
Now you see those are things that we need to go back as well as policies. Why aren't there no good policies for this breastfeeding mother? Omanyi, I was in a very sija kuwogere your office, but it's one of a government office. And I had gone there for a meeting. Nensanga omuchala mu board meeting ali mu kona wote apampinga. And I said, this institute, which collects a lot of money, cannot have just like a room for a mother to be comfortable to pump. I was like, no. So it is all it's a collective thing of, so we can't just come and say breastfeed for 2 years. But have we created avenues to make sure that this mother is able to breastfeed for 2 years? Kubanga at 1 month she's going to stress out. What is the number one enemy of breast milk? Stress.
Stress wejagabula.
Stress wejja what? That's why olaba mama wagenda mu labor nga ina stress. Labor nayo te whateveringa. It stops. Tazala bulungi. Stress also during pregnancy. That's when olaba ebintu. Anyone ina preeclampsia, miscarriage bichi, when you sit down with that mother and you get to know always stress over illnesses. So stress number one is an enemy to breast milk.
Azeyo ku mulimu mu mwezi gumu omulimu gumu stress nze
yetaga kuyonka ate tayonsa baby formula. You might find that formula is expensive. You amutese ku amata sija kugamba your brand amutese ku amata ate atesema amazzi dilute nze. So is the baby really getting nutrition?
Atansomo wachayo mukalu
omwana atandise kubeera n'obulwadde yuyo kati ave ku mulimu atwale omwana okudwaliro biki. I mean, it's a collective issue. By the way,
omwana ayonsa obulungi toyinza musanga alwala ebi.
I can testify my last born because I knew that this is my last baby. For the first time nakoma mukwano bankomya
gwale kyayagala
ninga nkyavuga
nedda mukwano
over zichali happy. Omusajja n'agamba ono African woman on nekumpi kugula bus tushifting aba.
You know that bakubako mawuli one of abakyala abali famous nega almost every year.
Nze sina buzibu okuzaala bankomya era gwanga yonna emanye nze bankomya kunkomya naye nabadde nga nzalira gwanga badde nga
so they had to please lekera awo
omusajja mwennyini yakola action
naga please lekera awo
ye mwennyini nakola basatu kubanga nze family planning sibadde nga mbigenda
lindako had he not done that singo kyaza
kati nandibadde nga nalulubuto ekyo kiki kubanga my baby is already 2 years eyo era
that's a big period
I was like that would be enough already my ovaries era kati ovaries zibeerawo naye thank God kati ndi what I'm doing I'm seeing newborns almost every day so it blesses my soul to take care of those newborns era that's why era nfaako nnyo ku bakyala bali buto ba newborns because it's like me I put myself in their shoes
nabanayo yakisa your eggs are so fertile
very fertile ziri
kukanga mukazi boti ngoli lubuto
multiplying what you give it multiplies tesaga that's why I do what I do because I want since nze bangomye I want other people to Sabola, give birth. If you want your babies, give birth. I'm here to support.
Every
baby comes comes with a blessing.
Because of that, every baby comes with a blessing.
The city abana sibera kwebyo ngosimanya asukali bichi
with the economy je tulimu
nedda economy and I'm not saying this oli bubi nawe Dora yagambe tuzale no you do it with a plan so nze nganze abana wandibadde even though 12 babies I would be able to
look after them.
Yeah, because I'm a hardworking woman. I'm hardworking. I am resourceful. So really, simbo banja kubera ngambe manyi mwana wange taina mata. Mwana wange, do I have hands? Let me go work. Let me go chapa.
I'm just looking at him, looking at you, telling you, Omanyi, bagenda kusale. Why?
You know, I have been reading about the bisexual because the research. Of course, yes. I have the downside. I mean, it's not like I've never been on family planning. I've been on them. He has seen how they made my body, how they treated me. You know, Kalibido, Kaliku's miners, Sahara Desert. So you choose Sahara Desert over.
Let's do wetland.
Niagara Falls. So anyway, so you see, a man also.
So you had a discussion.
We had a discussion, and I mean, it's quite a sacrifice, kubanga. Most men, I will not. How can I? It's taking a man who. But if you look at your woman and what she has passed through. The pregnancy, the body's changes, and then really for men who go that mile, babera abasajja who really love their women, and also who want to take on, you know, some sacrifice on this whole family planning thing.
So when you check about the first time after the explanation and everything, what came in your mind?
I melted. I was like, oh my God, really?
You're doing this for me?
You know, like, and I love, yeah, Suka, like, not that I didn't love him, but I love my husband so much. But that one was like, when someone does something and they want you to naturally, like, without anything interrupting your body, that was quite, I never saw it coming. It's one of those things that your person does for you and you're like, okay. You know, never saw it coming. But of course, I know that he was like, I can't play with your ovaries.
Because they are always happy. They're always happy. Now, let me ask. I don't know if it's weird or not weird. Someone who has done that like a man, does he still salute?
Salute very well. And actually even salutes more and better because now he knows we are free anytime, any day, anywhere.
Ezo tuyita black blades.
Temune omanyi kati eri ebeera ne semen ne sperm. So what they do is just to cut so that the sperm does not do what? Go. Yes. Eri later, that fertilizes to the eggs.
Yes.
Kati sperm tezikola ki tezigenda naye semen still ebeera amazzi gasinga
but zile ziri active to fertilize zote zijja ziba zifudde
zibeera eri ne zifa over time.
But he still stands, he does the work normally.
Everything ate wano kati mumanya mulya every course buli wantu buli kitegera tewali buli
I should go for that
tewali biri ebyambu kati are you in your safe days kati oba kati kati tubere
there's a series in Nalindaba, it's sometime back. A guy did vacation omwaka omukazi tamanyi then unfortunately omukazi na missing up nga n'omuntu gwa missing up emabega but nagenda getting up pregnant, so they went into a fight every time go namugamba ali muntu kagayi nga amubuuza there's no way tusobola kubeera lubuto naye ng'omukazi tamanyi ono lwaki amugamba bw'atyo.
Those things happen
but omusawo mukunnyonnyola kye nayiga mwoyo gundi nti nga w'omanyi osobola okuba nga bakusala nga you not but mistake nejja newabaawo ejjiramu
waliwo aka 1%.
Yes, aka 1%.
Ako nange kensabira ako ka 1%. naye wa 2 years wa
ati ka 1% kajja rarely.
Kamera very rarely.
On 100 people bakoze kukazi okujja mu muntu.
Olaba ne condom era wabe it's not 100% kwabera wako. So in everything. Now let me tell you what you're sharing is sadly in so many homes and relationships waliwo ne guy nga amanyi ali infertile amanyi ye alina obuzibu naye nga takyogera ate he's married 1 year 2 years 5 years bali ku mukazi every single day there are stories that come in here in my inbox one ng'omukyala agamba Dora nkebedde buli kintu kiri okay.
I'm okay.
Nweddeyo herbs eza fertility naye kiki nembuuza omusajja bamukebera agambye nono agambye ekizibu kiri ku that is also a burden that women are carrying. They can't know even this one where now a man has done vasectomy which that one kubanga remember even our men they're not taking care of themselves. Tukola nnyo era kati now so many of us tukola with gadgets on us.
Yes.
Abyo be affecting us.
And those are foreign bodies.
We don't do exercises bichi. Kutambula intentional exercise. Okola from morning till evening. Nga bunijans nabo.
Butani kofa. Bugamba yo waye nawe atutawanyo mu kaseera.
So it goes two way. Kati for that story I always say when you're going into this thing, make sure you have communicated.
You sit yourselves down. Like I'm happy. I'm happy with that.
Barak.
Yes, Mr. Barak. I'm happy with you, Mr. Barak. From the days with what and to Baraba, the guy has been there for you.
He has.
And
really
the
has.
same thing bwe mwatu kogenda mwekyo naye wamuwuliriza omukazi omulala akuba emmeeza nakagundi kuki
era wali abakazi nze sisobola kuleka omusajja wange akola ekyo but I mean to each their own. But when you have done a family planning and things, your body has gone upside down really. And for when you look at HO to a man, the risks, which are very, very, very small, close to none. Kubanga now we haven't seen anything.
Okay, that's good.
Anything.
That's good. That's good.
And also you ask yourself, for women, there are almost more than 40 contraceptives. Now for men, you can even talk about like maybe 3. Even the men's pill. Recently, I believe it was last year, they launched and they said the men's pill is here contraceptive for the men. It has no side effects. It's good. It's what? For 2 years. Have you seen
side effect?
Kati now how comes for the women? All those contraceptives zina side effects and a lot, at least side effects of simanya delayed periods, hormonal imbalance, simanya weight gain, nauseousness, bloating,
dryness,
low libido, and they put it on the black.
Yes, and for men,
even burial black box of even death.
Yes,
and we have had those scenarios where a woman,
and you're telling me because
that black box.
Just
side effects. No, but even if there are side effects, when you compare, you get, that is the thing. When you compare, really.
Oh, so I mean, who does for you that then now? The name of one and bad Bamazeo. Bamala.
Era 3 boys, 3 girls. Even there, Kaga. So Kaga.
Hey, a woman in your caliber naberanga agamba 6 agamba ni go food the cameo
era nze mwenyini Kaga, because even with our 5th namugamba mukwana, me I don't stop on an odd number, era we have to even this out.
Even number.
Even
number nagamba kati ono.
Kati awonange nengamba kale tewali buzibu. It's okay. Nange awunenkiriza. My grandmother had 12 children. Nengamba okay, at least half the number. It's okay. Omusai nago busika.
So it's in your clan inti mama. Ozala paka jokoyera. Anyway, so Dora, we look at omukyala. Because we don't to breastfeeding. Wagambye abawala breastfeeding. Yeah,
I breastfeed, but then chisimbo, but also make sure you have a community of support, because it's not easy. This is something you're doing it for the first time, maybe your first time or even third time now, like me. I had challenges before. Actually, omusawo omuyangamba. Gwe, because oina amabere matini. Togena ku breastfeeding for long, and I got that in my head. So baby number 1, baby number 2, baby number 3. Now it is only the last 2 babies that I was able to breastfeed until 1 year.
The others,
because the others, it woyomsawo yangamba wacho when
brainwashing.
Oh, I can't breastfeed. Even I used to call myself, I'm a low producer milk. I can't breastfeed for long. I remember that midwife. Breastfeed. But here I was. All I needed was support.
But still you have
what you made is all which now we don't have that education. Kati sisobola kujja wano nengamba muyonse without giving you a full picture.
You women, Dora.
That is just putting stress on our mother, but I want them to know that this breastfeeding thing can be successful. You can enjoy breastfeeding. You can enjoy postpartum, but get the support around. There is support. Let no one tell you that you can't.
With you women. You can die trying to get ingredients as a kuyamba for you to be weight to have squats.
Thank you.
But kumwana you can tosola ku why?
Thank you. But
no nyamazi. But tosola kulwana kunonya mabere kuyonsa omwana omu. Why?
Ate osobola kubeera ng'onoonya amazzi ng'omusajja era tabeerawo. Omusajja omumanyi ali with caffeine whatever kanoonya amazzi so that abeere nange ebyo tewali nobeera ne Lake Victoria ng'ekuvaamu.
Naye ng'omusajja era akola gataliiwo. Tosobola mukeepinga.
So let's do
but this is your kid. Yeah. Your child.
Sidimbye mbugo kunoonya amazzi noonya amazzi, but also make sure that when you're near for you as well. I always say put yourself first. Kubanga even here with the Kwima brand, we have the libido teas. But omukazi nankubira nangamba Dora, nyagala libido, omanyi, I am dry, omusajja wange, I'm suspecting he's cheating with me. Nowadays I find myself dry. And I always tell them this. Because me, I'm not about just selling products. I always tell them
you give them
this
libido
tea is not going to make your man stop cheating.
Or to stay around.
It's not.
Tie around your neck every
if
time.
You yourself, you have decided you're going to be with this man, and you know at the back of your mind, Ainana so and so. Then that is you. That is the choice you have made. That means that when you're taking this libido tea, take it for yourself, for you to enjoy. Kubanga gwe already you have made your mind, I am going to be with this man. Tewali wengenda. This is the man I've chosen. So take the tea for your own happiness. But as you're seeking your happiness and this man is on top of you, don't have it in your mind that he is also going to be on top of you with other women.
Yeah, tell them.
Like, get it out of your mind. Because that is what you have chosen. And that is what, you know, like, that is your, like, why will I say self-respect or self-worth? You get. But if you say that this is the man I want, he's on top of me now, let me just enjoy. Enjoy. You'll have your libido. It will be there.
Tell them.
So when it comes to breastfeeding, make sure you just have a community of support.
You can tell a woman your squat will be, you find them because they were looking for squats.
To please a man. There's nothing. I mean, you would want to please a man. Because me who has been married now coming to 13 years, things evolve, you know. Era obukodyo betwakozesa eri sibusemo but you obera ngo revamping, but do it for someone who's also into you, who is also putting in effort.
Okay. So the last episode igenda kubera ku how the pregnant mothers should treat them. Those atandikire ku myezi mukaaga.
Even from the beginning, you know, when you find out you're pregnant, that's where the journey even starts way before pregnancy.
You prepare yourself.
You have to prepare yourself before.
Okay,
there are scenarios where you find yourself.
Is accidental.
Okay.
People get pregnant by accident.
Okay. Pregnancy being accidental, it can happen. But a pregnancy pregnancy is like a farmer. You have your garden. You have to know your season.
Yep.
You have to know which type of seeds, where you're getting from. You have to till your ground. You're not going to just plant on rocky stones.
You know what they call aways?
Aways.
Awe. Abana bakubaza awe. They do themselves deliveries. Agenze kuchimayo kasente wo musajja accidentally na getting pregnant.
Okay.
So tewali
echo nacho techina buzibu. But lifestyle that you live. Lifestyle that you live. And now we are sending the message that the lifestyle that you live really helps. So that even now or whatever, you find that the pregnancy as well, it's a healthy pregnancy. Because it's there, it's in books.
Tutanike kwa babana abo bano Owolubuto sitegedde the way they should treat themselves. Yeah, of course they waliwo abagenda in a proper relationships, marriages, bichi namanya nti nongeze mu guno omwaka kanetegeke next year ngenda funa olubuto oba in this.
What even those ones after marriage eranga bagamba we're going to give ourselves 2 years, then within 3 months they get pregnant.
So naye waliwo bano abaana bazifuna by accident. By accident mwe muli abo nti abadde n'omuvubuka ono abeera waka n'oli abeera waabwe.
Maybe otali kusoma, otali mama atakusasula school fees
kati bazifuna through rapes naye n'agamba obuto sigenda dujjamu. Abamu bazifuna nti ngenze ow'omusajja just abadde akola n'alufunirayo.
Even omusajja ali mu bufumbo
omubbako bubbi n'ofuna olubuto nga it's not planned but n'agamba let me keep the pregnancy.
That's true.
Kati they are
now that journey can be very emotionally. It can be very emotional. It can be kubanga I was also there. You get. So this is coming from being there, done there. It can be very lonely. It can be very emotionally wrecking. It can be confusing. It can take a lot from you because at that point you had plans, you had futures, you know. Now you're thinking, I am going to be someone's mother. I have to pray. Am I capable? You get. You also start doubting yourself. Am I really capable? If I was not able to go by the books, kati now this is a totally different chapter. So the first thing is get someone to talk to, someone who's positive. Because before Tandike, before Lika said bichi, get a buddy. Get someone you can talk to, even if it's a stranger. These days we're even blessed with the internet. Also, when I kwogera omuntu ali mu Singapore na kuyamba. You get.
But there's no obera ne mukwano gwo instead of okubeererawo bakuta kukuma. Atandika kusekerera, atandika kugamba the rest of kalaba no
kati now
they go behind your back
I will tell you about my experience, because this is something that I talk about when I got pregnant. Remember, nali anchali Miss Uganda.
Yeah.
I handed over, I was 3 months pregnant. Now, the people that I had around me at that point were not the ideal. It wasn't a good company. Kubanga ila advice is that kati red pepper igenda kuwe tablets bagenda kukubamo ogenda you have failed you're not a role model. You have failed what your parents. Ate now how are young people going to look up to you? You know, there was a lot of that. Now you can imagine Oli pastor's kid or Charlie Miss Uganda, you know, you have this whole career in front of you. You had hopes. Now being at that point, Oswaziza, kati abana balala, how are you going to tell them? But if I had not gone through that, will I really still be here sitting down and telling young people that, you know what, every choice has a consequence.
Yeah.
You have that choice, you get, and it will have keep the baby, there's a consequence. Get rid of the baby, there's a consequence. So sit down with yourself, audit yourself.
And they both weigh different.
Weigh yourself. I am pro-life. You get. There was no way I was going to abort. Regardless of people around me, manyichiri better. But I said to myself, is it better to get rid of this baby and be perfect to everyone else, but live with the consequences? Or let me have this baby because I'm not going to be the first person.
But still aborting it, still fingers and point fingers at you. And
it might not even be fingers like everyone knows. But you yourself.
Still, yeah.
You yourself, how do you live with yourself? Kubanga now that is because every single day. Anyway, I don't judge. I'm not here to judge.
You don't here to judge.
But I'm sharing my story and why. So for me, at that point, it was more of, let me keep my baby. I know that judgment will be there because either way it will be there.
People talk.
Still talk. Yeah. So now, when it comes to that, it is very important for you to have someone to talk to because they're now emotionally. And remember, like pregnancy, when you're stressed, when you're emotional, is becoming more. They become more. So talk to someone, let's emotionally, and then get on to the eating right, taking your folic, going into a facility, get a facility, tandika antenatal, many facilities awagamba abamama mujenga muli 12 weeks.
Yes.
Koma 12 weeks or zengo chali. But why? This is a first time mom. Kati ajako 12 weeks, and the first 12 weeks are the most essential. The first nedda echo kanko gambe. That's why I was recently campaigning about Angola Minister of Women giving birth. Kubanga these things. Why do you send away a mother until 12 weeks? And yet the first 12 weeks are most essential. This is when development is happening. Genetics tests says
they don't know the pregnancy routines, and you're telling her after
ogena mu second trimester when nausea and everything has gone and yet this immediately a woman gets pregnant, that is when she's supposed to get her antenatal. Even if it's 4 weeks, there is still some things that you need to know. You need to know that your body is communicating. That's why you find omuchala ali ebintu she has never eaten before. Nalinga sinywa amata naye kati nywa amata. Why? The body is just telling you we need more calcium. That's why kati nywa amata. But then a woman will just say, oh, this pregnancy is treating me well. Munange sali what. But she's not understanding.
The body is communicating.
And that is why I'm advising her for her to accept only 12 weeks. Now gamba this stress, oh no, this pregnancy is doing what? Yet if she sat down with someone at 4-5 weeks now this has the expectation, you're going to change, you're going to do stretch marks zigenda kubeerawo, but now from 8 weeks tandika kusiga kwa akaziko, this and this is going to happen, your pelvic at this 14 weeks 15 weeks egenda kubeera with pain, but do this, do that, that is the education that mothers need in order to enjoy this journey.
It can be enjoyable.
It can be enjoyable.
Because they are not advised.
They are not advised.
They are alone.
Exactly.
Olufunidde waka mama tata agambe ffe wano tofunira lubuto kulujja. Olufunidde kulujja go yakufunisiza olubuto akugamba alo, if you come near me nja kukuba.
Okitegeera. But you yourself nga gwe ogamba, but I want to keep this baby. What if Nobela alone, more isolation. I think now for that girl who is alone, what I will advise, start saving. Kola.
Immediately go to
Stand funayo akantu kokola. There is no woman who you will say you will come to the end of your pregnancy. No gamba sina.
Because for my boys, for my boys, Mengo, immediately you turn 2 months, we start saving.
You start saving.
The birth. Just in case nti umwana wa kusala bichi sente za mujizire. Wa having a safe birth, they return.
Sente wezili.
Sente bazikujizeze zani bade.
And you don't need an institute to do that. We need to tell mwachikolanga mwe oba
they advise us then tuchikola but still waliwe ba advising ne bagamba ngani abisaving ate ku last moment nabanga nonya sent.
So I like that. You went ahead and did it. You took it. So even there are young girls like you have described who are actually saving with me.
Oh.
Yes. Nagamba Dora lelo this week mfuniyo 5,000. But do you know what got to that? Because even as a person who loves, young mothers, because I was also a young mother, natuke chisera nengamba, but Dora, am I really helping these young girls if I'm always just giving? Without them, kubanga nze when I got to that point and I was in that car room by myself and now I was like, oh my goodness, I am pregnant. I started working. At that point I was working with Darling. But when I got pregnant, I used to get to work by 7 a.m. and my boss, what's happening? These days you're coming early. But in my mind I was like, Dora, now you have to be serious. I started,
your pastors nga mu church
church nalinga ngenda but waliku okukola natandika okubeera serious natandika okusavinga. So I said to myself, if I'm not helping young girls, I need to tell them the reality of life, that this baby is not going to be for free. There is no baby that is free. Sooner or later you will pay. Sooner or later you will pay.
Every pregnancy, every baby has a cost.
You will pay. Even if it is 10,000, that is still a cost. Even if it's 1,000. So I adapted this support system where I'm saying, if you come to me and you need my support, I will support you. But we are going to do this together. Tunonye omulimu, tufune akantu kokukola. If you don't have a job, okay, what do you love doing? Do we need to skill you up? Let's do that. Then moving forward, you have to save. You have to save, because if every single day you even save 200, now times those weeks, 40 weeks. Whatever you have saved now nzenja kutopinga up to fune whatever it is. So that is now what, because now you have empowered this girl that even if 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, or even 2 years, when you're not around to help her, she will be able to trust herself. Yes, that mindset culture of like, no, I need to be there for myself. Because this world, anything can happen. If your mother and your father forsake you, honestly, bakuvuddemu. bano beba kuzala your own blood, if they can leave you, that means wetaga kusoka katonda. Then everyone
so kati bintu ki bama omuntu ali olubuto byateekeddwa okukola, things that are supposed to, the do's and don'ts. Abantu gera nagamba ngeze mu lubuto ne bagamba ati my sitting posture ye virideko omwana okubeera bwoti, the way I'm sleeping bangambye engeri gye neebakamu ye virideko okubeera bwenti, and people don't know all that. Engeri gye ndyamu bagambye bino ziteekeddwa kubira ekyo bulaba omwana ali bwati. So abantu bane badde babeera ne safe deliveries, ne bakaringa abaana baabwe safely paka kuzaala.
So what I usually say is you look at it as an umbrella. An umbrella. Enkuba wetonya, the first thing odonya umbrella. Sicho? Because what does the umbrella
Everyone
do?
needs an umbrella. So
it protects
15th
you.
Which call it?
15th.
So we get the umbrella.
Umbrellas.
Okay, to get a
no,
I didn't say anything. I just said everyone needs an umbrella because we go under an umbrella.
My umbrella is for my umbrella is for one, good nutrition.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a name called GAMPS. If you look at it in dictionary, GAMPS is actually, it means an umbrella. Okay, but to bring out that GAMPS, G is good nutrition.
Okay.
Good nutrition. Getting rid of processed foods, juice, processed, processed, because even if you're craving processed food during pregnancy, if you're craving it, it is your body telling you. Now, for example, there was a mother who was telling me, I was craving pizza. Okay, but you're looking at the unhealthy. But what your body is telling you is you need carbohydrates. That's why you're craving that pizza. So look at the healthy bit of it. What are the healthy carbohydrates for me to eat? Okay, so that is good nutrition. A is for avoiding harmful substances. Waliyo bi chemicals betubera nga tukozesa mu nyumba, drinking a lot, being around people who smoke, for pet lovers. Ababera ne cats around. There's those chemicals that they use to wash the cats. You actually should not be changing those cats too. If you're having a cat and you're having them around that far also from the dogs, all those things are harmful substances. So staying away from harmful substances. Then M is managing your stress. Managing stress is very key. Kubanga wobeerawo ng'oyomba someone say hormones zange zikola zinyombe. No, your hormones are actually telling you gwe ng'omuntu we need to balance this. Where you come. So don't go and say, oh, munange hormones ezikola nyombe, hormones ezikola. No, why is it that not everyone ayomba during pregnancy? So that just means that now we need to learn how to manage stress, because pregnancy is preparing you for labor, delivery, and motherhood after. So if you're able to manage the stress during pregnancy, now coming postpartum, you're able to manage stress and it won't affect your breast milk and affect also your healing. Okay. So managing stress, looking at those stressful things and seeing how you can eliminate, because tugambe bao, your husband is the one who's stressing you. So how can you chase? Mugobe. Tomugoba. Nange na yabera. Ainamuka hormone ketwagala nyo towards after 32 weeks nakoba kaita oxytocin. So tomugoba. So towards walioko our 32 weeks and beyond era tugamba sabula at least 3 times in a week. It helps.
Oh, that's what they call okumenya.
Okumenya, naturally okumenya.
Get a mass to look at GAMPS.
That's managing stress. Then P,
M, then P.
P is prenatal. Prenatal visits. Okugenda prenatal, the ions that they give you, folic acid. At least prenatal visits. As birthing women, we have been made to feel like it's not about us. Osasudde consultation ya 80,000 or ingidemu 2-3 minutes and you think that is it. No,
it's done.
A prenatal visit, you need to fully understand. Era musawo omubuza, I'm having this pimple. Watch. I am onga mantwalezi, you know, folic, wachi. I'm having these pains, wachi. It is you getting educated. Your scan report or cause a scan. Get to understand everything. What does this AFI mean? Aha, kati egamba 8 weeks. Kati watching my days. You get to understand. Ata si chejo. Oba lugezi. Because now birthing women too, we're not supposed to talk, but the doctor knows it all. The midwife, if I talk, maybe bagja kugamba nino lugezi. Boza. Because this is your life. This
is me.
Ata watandika kugamba mogo boza nyo. Out, go, you look for another doctor.
Yes, because this is
because they are supposed to support you throughout the journey.
Yes.
Or so they say, this is the person who is supposed you to bring forth another soul, another life. One, you know, event in your life that is going to change you. And hiding information. You kati ogenza Google afuse doctor. Even if you go to Google and you see something, you ask, you what do you have to say about it? Kubanga they say, most doctors actually will say, your Google mothers, okay, so you be my Google. Tell me. Hey, you be my Google. And you find now they don't have time. This is why so many mothers are going so your prenatal. Not to try the serious. Ask questions, okay? Then the last one is staying active.
That's an
staying active. That's the F. GAMPS. Staying active, meaning that tambula muko, you know, exercises. Now we are not saying mutandika squats. You know, some of us we have never been active. Now kati pregnancy we want to overdo it. That's not what we are saying.
Baby exercise.
Marathon. No. Okay, because even that, even athletes when they get pregnant, they have to tone it down a bit. They don't do the same exercises as they used to before. So staying active, what are we saying? Funamu like 10-15 minutes tambola muko. You know, do walks if what so walk a treadmill or so you know, you do your squats. If you can, you do stretches. What are your exercises which are so good? Like okola is stretches tofuna muscle pulls baby into a bit jai. Swollen legs. You sit down, you do your stresses, stress exercise. Then you do deep breathing. All that is just staying active. Rest. There's rest. There is sleeping. Okay. Resting is saying olikumurimu. It's very demanding. Now you take off like 2-5 minutes or 2 once.
You think about tomorrow.
No, you don't think about tomorrow because tomorrow will take care of itself. You just gratitude. No better in that space. No relaxing. No amazigo. Okay, I'm so grateful for this journey. And you look at all the you look at you look at all the positive things about your
life. Mulimu tebakukkiriza ku resting at least genda ko mutoyi baganga ngende malokola okupiyinga
no resting no just rest. That is also very helpful during pregnancy.
So
that's why you see GAMPS. They're overworking. What that pregnancy will slow them down by force by fire. Because the body says, okay, you have been an overworking woman. But for us to all come out alive, you need to slow down because you are the driver behind this wheel. Katinolaba, even the doctor says bed rest. Why do they say bed rest? Because balaba, with the way you're working, if you don't rest on a one, so that rest also is key.
You know that companies ezisinga ziwa abasajja bagita batya maternity leave. Ng'omukazi ali towards genda kuzaala obanga obatega cause you submit. Nti mchala wange ali ne bagamba okay the last 1 month genda nawe ku leave ne bakuwa 3. I've seen it somewhere.
Those are very rare because
they are rare,
now the dads that we know, at least I know, let's say 4 days to a week of paternity leave. Na kuzamanyo omukazi agenda kuzaala natatwala their leave, annual leave. Nagamba nja kugatako.
Yes.
But that one of like 60 days for dads.
No, I've seen it somewhere.
Rare.
I've seen it. You know, one of my bosses naliao ne yagenze ku nga wanji And
that is beautiful.
But she did.
Because 4 days, 1 week, what is that? Omani, you being around as a partner really helps. Maybe no bya ozadde genda wa mama sekiwagera
bera wakano omwami stay home with your husband akutandike akulabirireko naye
of course waliwo abalala bagamba naye omusajja yetaaga kugenda kukola kati you expect him to also be there siganye but there is just that small you being present
akumye okusaba 12 kakuwe time
you being present as well ono omukyala agenda ku healing olabe love.
Yeah, true. Okay, kati GAMPS tujimaze. Are these abantu babere embuto like nadala towards awo nga bagenda okuzaala. They don't know how to, I would say, to lift themselves. Okwetwala sleeping postures.
Sleeping postures.
Actually awawo. Agenda okuddayo mu ddwaliro nga bamugamba omwana wamwebakidde.
Mwana wamwebakidde oba mwana tali mu good position.
Yes.
Okusindika because sometimes usoba kugamba munange basala nnyo no sometimes olabada mwana achali breach although even now our hospitals tebekiririza cause long time ago breach baby balinga wasindika okitegera but osanga nga omwana tali ina optimal position kati ewe bintu oli lubuto n'otula what slouching.
You're not supposed to.
Kubanga kati omwana naye wali agenze na yabakira eno bone eno.
Wabara wodo omwana.
Demonstration. Kati ndi what? Kati the heaviest part of the baby. The heaviest part of the baby's body is the head.
Akili.
Wano. Kati imagine baby omutwe guli wano. Go slouching or what? Isn't the pressure going to be on this bone?
Yeah.
That's why we have those pelvic pains. Naye tula woti upright. Tula woti upright. Waliwo more space for this baby. Okuyingira n'okuposition.
So you're supposed to sit well.
Sit upright. Okay. Sit upright. Wotandika from 16 weeks. Sit upright.
From 16
weeks. If you can even do it earlier, it is better.
Okay.
Because from 16 weeks, we even let mothers know you're not supposed to sleep on your back. Because you're on the back like this, again, it compresses that there's a vein, it's called vena cava. Yetwala oxygen between you and the baby. But it compresses that vein and limits circulation.
Okay.
So that's why we recommend mainly on the left. Now on the right nayo.
You sleep on your left?
Mainly on the left side.
Why on the left right?
Because that's the left side, that is where most oxygen is to the baby. So that does not say you don't sleep on the right. Because oja kusanga omukazi ali ku left, kati now my left side is paining. No, you can keep changing.
But right on the minimal, more on the left.
On the left side. Okay. Then kati eyo posture eyo upright posture. Take a couple pillows mabega. Obere upright. Then especially towards the end 7 months, then you okolabo movement just like this, left, right. Number baby at demo position nungi. Then you might find that oyagala restinga. It's better when you rest forward to gambe on your desk. You rest like this than slouching. Kubanga even this, and most women they can testify. If you find yourself sleeping like this, more dozing, like you have shortness of breath. Because the baby is
even in a normal resting.
Kati now imagine kati mwana na still ayeba sekwe. You have a shortness of breath. But when you lean forward, one, the baby's head evacueno bone. So you're creating even more room. So you create more room and even the baby to get into the pelvis bulungi. So it's better forward than leaning back. Okay. Unless maybe Togambo you have your couch, then you can lie down.
There's a video I was seeing Yungo narrating where women
positions
nakateekawo
ne peanut ball eyo.
Yes, the peanut ball. The way it came in is the way it's supposed to come out.
Yes. I was like, that's physiological. That's science actually. It's not even my doctrine. It is just science, because Olava, like everything, birth was meant to be a beautiful experience, just like how you created this baby. That's why Olava omusajja wabera in the birthing area. Simanyi wache baba goba, but for us here, we have seen beautiful births omusajja wali. Like your support eyo, baby, you're doing well, keep on going, our baby is coming.
You give the woman support.
Natural oxytocin.
Nakunyweza
nomugamba yes,
she shouts,
let's do this.
Sijja kubiddamu nga
otasobola nakugamba
tujja kuddamu.
But at that point,
because you're there.
You are affirming to her, you're strong, you're powerful.
Baby, we're making
you're doing it well. So that's why I always say that the way baby outing is the same way baby is going to come out. Olaba ne position ezo zo giving a birth ezo. Zibela the same position.
You did injecting in the baby. Oh,
they were the same position. If you think about it,
yeah,
it's the same way that baby comes out.
But it's
it's the same position.
Okay.
But then there's one position you're flat on the back because all this time we have been telling women, don't sleep on your back. You're going to have less oxygen. Baby is going to receive less oxygen. So at this moment where she's bringing forth life, why do you put her on the back flat?
I know kubanga
upright. At least reclining. Because if you have been telling her, and also it is evident that when she sleeps on the back, kati wacha omuteka oti flat on the back.
So recline a bit.
Yeah, recline 40 kasutukemu, oba upright, standing, squatting. Those positions that help with gravity.
Hey, okay. Tuli ku wow mom.
Wow.
Wanentinda. So you can come for counseling, support. Our former Miss Uganda, she's doing it great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think
you're into the project. Yeah, Miss Uganda. Because woba wali okkiriza mu incubation, ogula incubators and everything, olaba nti oyamba ba mama. I believe atera byoli in that sector. So meaning
it has been my purpose, really. And Miss Uganda, they say purpose, beauty with a purpose. It is really my purpose. And I believe.
So you're into the project.
Simanyi kutunda motoka. Simanyi kutunda bino influence. Sija kulimba. When you reach out to me and say simanya tutundi tuyambe tu ndakugamba bya mama.
Tuli ku The Truth Media kwetuli. I'm with Dora Mwima. She has a foundation, Dora Mwima Foundation. She's into motherhood. She's into Wow Mom.
Wellness and birth center. Waliwo ne Queen Ma.
So bolokuja. My last bit in this interview. Tugenda into twachikonyeko katini. We're going into omanyi when women towards giving a birth abambagamba. Nze when towards giving birth sagala musajja kunsemberera. I don't need that man. Okumenya, that Okumenya part. I want you to give them a humble caution about Okumenya. That sex ngonotera okuzaala.
Omanyi sex is very important in this journey.
Okay.
Many during pregnancy, hormone fluctuation, your body has changed. Some of us, we don't feel attractive. You find toyagala anymore. Like you don't You don't feel yourself attractive, you know. Ezo hormones ezo zikoze awo.
Ola wena ogezegeze enyindo evuddeyo ebigere ebizimbye amatama.
Exactly. But if you don't have any medical condition, tugambe wina preeclampsia, you know, all those medical condition, mkwano sex helps a lot. Mkuzala. Why? Olaba eyo drug eyo gye bakuyita pitocin. Pitocin ereeta ebisa gye bateekako abakyala kuleeta. It is a mimic of oxytocin. Then waliyo endala gye bateeka wansi mbu to soften the cervix nokuleeta waliyo miso. There are drugs about softening the cervix. It is also a mimic of our natural hormone gye bayita prostaglandins. Now, as a prostaglandins, they are found in a man's semen.
Tell me.
They are found in a man's semen. So, the more that you have sex, it helps in the cervix itself.
So, softening the naturally?
Naturally. Kubanga now we have to. Omanye God was very intentional.
Bawulya nti n'olutuuse ebisolwamu lumiro lwatuuse mu ddwaliro n'azaalirawo.
Ngolaba ddala. Okay, waliwo factors ezira. Maybe maybe tiny stress, maybe you know. Kubanga byonna they contribute. Now, naye oba you know omusajja like olaba like labor eri your cervix eri soft, eri thin. Singa zino after bakukoze yo VE, cervix eri hard, eri long. Era most of the time dengela nnyo n'omubuuza obadde sibadde nga nyoba it has been now 6 months. You can tell. Kubanga eyo the semen ezo ziyamba ku softening. Ate now when you're having sex, it's not about mbukati batugambe let's just have sex like this. It has to be ezo hormones ezo. It has to be nga waliwo passion nga muli mu mood. Kubanga era wobeera mu eyo mood ojja kulaba olubuto nga contracting, tightening. Remember, ate now towards the end, ezo tightening ezo, they are preparing the baby and the body for birth, preparing the uterus for contracting. That's why towards the end, olaba agamba mfunyamu bu tightenings ne bugenda. That is how the labor progress ebeera. A tightening, it's preparing. So that is how sex contributes. And also for bonding. You know, bonding.
Dad and the kid.
The both of you, dad and the mom. Kubanga, really, I mean, sex should not be just for baby making and then that's it.
Yes.
Kubanga, sometimes some of us, we have turned it into just funo mwana and until next time when we want to get pregnant again. No, that's not should be the case.
I'm getting you. Okay. So sex towards pregnancy.
We always recommend after 32 weeks frequently, at least 3 times in a night. Actually, there are some, you know, as a doula, your parents that I was supporting because before I set up the facility, I was supporting in hospitals. Ngangena mu facilities with these parents and I support them. Katingo omusajja awaddewo kati ng'olaba ka leba ali leba etwala mu time kati ne mbagamba omanyi ki kamba excusing him tukozese the natural oxytocin. Let me give you some time. Nane ngenda nyabagalawo, give them about 30-45 minutes. Truth be told, ezo contractions atandika.
Waba minutes ne beggala. Then
let's nature take its course. And the couples that understand this whole physiological birth, oxytocin, olaba leba ngeri different. As a words touch what things like nipple stimulation can stimulate. That's why we don't recommend, you know, nipple stimulation a lot before 37 weeks. Kubanga era osobola ku stimulating ezo nipples, contractions nezitandika.
Okay.
So after 37 weeks, nipple stimulation for sex 32 weeks as frequently as possible. If you don't have any underlying medical issues. Yes.
without other factors.
Without other factors. Enjoy. And also take charge of your body. Kubanga obera onogamba nsesaga omusajja mpuliranga what? Why? Take charge of it. No. Why should I be very distant from my husband? It's just going to grow. Remember now a baby is coming in, and before you know it, and right now we are having a high divorce rate after birth. If you have noticed.
Yeah, by the way, yes.
If you have noticed.
Watch.
People are going like this after birth.
Buzibuchi.
Anti kati buzibu butandikirawo. Now you during pregnancy, nothing, we are not taking control of our hormones, because those hormones, you take control of it. Ochirabanga leading to something, separation. You take control over it. What can I do? Because there are natural things that you can do during pregnancy to even bring on that libido. There are natural things that you can do. So you take control, because you don't want also to lose out on the man, on the marriage.
Says pregnant women are sweet, so you men are missing.
I tell also even some men ubatia.
And
whatever labor takes that long, that means that journey. If labor was not taking very long, then that means baby bandi badenga jabuji.
Yes.
But the process is
babera in a sack, meaning they are protected.
Babera in a sack. What are your amniotic fluid? They are protected.
So what's the best position when someone is pregnant to have sex?
Okay, so side spooning. Doggy, because of course you can't lie on your back, especially after 16 weeks, you can't lie on the back. So slide, sitting on the man.
Riding? Yes. With that heaviness, who are you going to ride?
Katinga to the watinga mpola. That's exercise by itself.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
So, it's excellent. And then if you put it in your mind, that this, because some women say, oh, I'm very uncomfortable but you see, this mind is the one that controls us. So if you've put it in your mind that, one, I am enjoying my man, this is also exercise. This is helping me opening up. So when you are doing it, you're not thinking, you're thinking, okay, my body is opening up. The same way that when labor comes, my body is opening up. I will feel those discomforts. Because labor, yes, will come with discomfort, but I can go through it. Then my baby will. So you, it's like a practice that you practice your mind for how labor will be. Okay. Okay. So you don't look at it as a discomfort. You look at it, okay. You start working to your minds.
Okay.
And
who is telling you she has had 6?
6.
So it's out of experience.
And when you see my husband, I
know.
Especially the last one with all this. Dora and the car. Baby has to come.
So the positions, you said the side spooning.
The side spooning.
A woman riding.
Those are mainly, even doggy.
Oh.
Even doggy. Because remember, your doggy, knees and hands and knees, you have back relief. So even doggy.
Okay.
But the man just has to be gentle.
Gentle.
Tarzan, jumping on, just gentle.
Gentle. So it helps a woman for a safe delivery on a percentage.
On a percent. But remember, you have to be in the mood. That oxytocin, that hormone has to flood. So, you have to.
So where do they get these gundi zogambye ezogundi okujebisa nechi their hormones ezomusajja zibafuna bazijja but abakazi abakozako hormones z'omusajja omulala
the natural hormones.
Yes.
Kutubera nazo like
no, I mean nti ogambye kozo liba mutekako echupa eyebisa
pitocin.
What drug and
anti those pitocin, miso, ezo now you see pharmaceutical companies, it's like now saying Makola formula.
Oh, but Zibera,
yeah, medical. Now that is the medical, bino byokuteekako ebisa. Everything.
Then why do you go medical when you have a man as well?
Let me tell you everything. You see, now these are the hidden truths of the pharmaceutical companies okutunda. Because Edda, if you remember the midwives, and especially when the midwives were the leading in supporting maths, they used to encourage that used to be the thing. Muddeyo mubere together. Because they understood physiological. But now you see when medicine, all of our drugs they tutwala for highness. Dopamine, you get, we have it. We can encourage it by listening to good music to feel good. But pharmaceutical companies are, take this pill and you will feel good. And then you take the pill, you feel good. So you're not looking at the long run of like, let me get my music, So it's the same thing with birth. Now, I'm not saying that these medications are bad. There is when it is needed. When it is needed. But if we were looking at the natural process, supporting,
then is reducing. Meaning
exactly.
Yes.
Because all of never know about mental whatever and everything. They start now abusing these drugs.
Yes.
Like the saddest bit is like when mother goes through postpartum trauma, nagenda womsa okumuyamba bichi and gets on these drugs, then they get hooked. So many mothers are in Botabeka now. They should be home nursing. But because we're not looking at the holistic support, we have such incidences.
Okay.
So, ezo drugs zibela zili manufactured. Pitocin, miso, and all these other drugs, zibela manufactured. But it's because they are mimicking the natural hormones that we have. Like, let's have a shortcut to it.
So, oli mulelwa.
Sisobola kugamba ni mulelwa. Naye nkola naba midwives. Yes. But also, I will say doula, ndi doula. A doula is literally someone who supports mothers emotionally, physically, giving them education, information, just that sigena clinical, clinical, prescription.
So you would
but I'm a doula, and I also give like herbal remedies, eyokuleta amata, stretch marks oils, as natural oils, organic oils, herbs.
Okay. So tubade ku wow mom, Queen Ma, there's a lot here. Yeah, I think if you get time, you need okola counseling. Education, twina classes, twina even exercises. 2 days in a week we do exercises. The facility itself we support birth. Yeah, we do everything. Immunization for the baby. We have good doctors on ground that are holistic. Like they're very encouraging. We are midwifery led to now beautiful midwives that support your journey from A till Z. Okay. So if you need anything, I'll put where you can locate the facility. Get in touch with Dora Mwima. I think mothers, you need to learn more. And when you come like physically, I think you take it in more than okubanga bakubulide buliz. So location we can start to kantinda ngadda kunira ngatona tuka kunira ojja kulaba akapande kaliko wauma the gate ndoze just okusanga ngodda akapande. Then you just enter, go to the reception, do inquiries. Hey, let's live a better motherhood life. I think that's
true. We are redefining motherhood. Empowering mothers.
Hey, let's empower them. Abantu baleme kweta mwakuzala nzo. Oh, kusiza bena ulide kugoninza okuzala kwantama, please. It's a process and enjoyable. That's if you get
and
it
when
right.
You empower a mother, you have empowered her family, her community, and the nation at large.
Which so we
need more.
Okay. So, nice time being with Dora Mwima. Till we meet again.
Thank you for having me. Webale.